This mind map video will walk you through key concepts of project scope management. The primary objective of project scope management is to ensure that the project includes all the work required, and only the work required, to complete the project successfully. There are 5 key concepts in project scope management. Let me walk you through these concepts one by one. First key concept is requirement planning and management. During planning stage, requirement management plan should be created describing how project and product requirements will be analyzed, documented, prioritized, tracked and monitored. In addition, detailed requirements will be captured that usually fall under categories such as business requirements, stakeholders requirements, functional and non-functional requirements as well as technology and compliance-related requirements. These requirements should be captured from stakeholders using various techniques like brainstorming, interviews, focus group, through the use of questionnaires and surveys as well as using the benchmarking techniques. To allow creativity during requirement capturing activities, use of requirement management techniques such as context diagram, prototyping, affinity diagram and mind mapping are extremely helpful. Don't forget to finalize your requirements through voting or multi-criteria decision analysis. Requirements must be traceable to its origin and must be linked to business and project objectives for creating true business value. Requirements assumptions, dependencies and constraints pose a natural risk, therefore they must be properly documented for risk management and analysis. Finally, requirements should be documented with sufficient details for finalization, prioritization and for proper monitoring and control. Next key concept is scope planning, that is all about developing a scope management plan and a scope statement. A scope management plan describes how to guide for planning, managing and controlling the scope. A scope statement is a component of scope baseline. A scope statement describes final set of requirements in sufficient details. Project, product or service deliverables are clearly identified in the scope statement. All assumptions, constraints and scope exclusions are also included in the scope statement. Next concept is designing and creating a work breakdown structure. WBS is a hierarchical decomposition of total project work. It decomposes the project work into small deliverables which are converted into work packages. Work package is the lowest level in a work breakdown structure, and build the foundation of a project schedule. In WBS, planning package is a level above the work package, yet to be decomposed to work package. A control account is a management control point, to compare planned versus actual cost for the purpose of performance measurement. A WBS dictionary provides detailed information about all WBS deliverables including description of work, assumptions, constraints, quality requirement, cost estimates, responsible organization, resources required, schedule milestones as well as acceptance criteria. The completion of WBS dictionary marks the completion of scope baseline. A scope baseline consists of 3 components: A. Scope statement, B. Work breakdown structure and C. WBS dictionary. Next concept is scope control, that fall under monitoring and controlling process group. Here is how it is performed. After the scope baseline is approved, any proposed changes should go through change control process before implementation. Project manager should watch out for those changes that may get implemented without approval. Such changes are considered as scope creep. Another thing to watch out for is gold plating. It refers to extra features and functions not requested by customer, but project team tends to add those, in order to make the customer happy. This is a big no-no and should be avoided. Last concept is validation of scope, which involves inspection of completed deliverables by the customer. To avoid rejection, all produced deliverables must undergo an internal quality inspection and testing, before passing on to the customer. This is the end of Scope Mind Map video. In this video, we learnt about Scope Management Plan, Scope Statement, Work Breakdown Structure, WBS Dictionary, Scope Baseline, Scope Validation and Scope Control. Thank you for listening.